What's up, guys? It is Jack and Jeff from AchievementHunter.com doing a This Is, and you know what this is, Jeff?
Is it Gears of War 3?
It is Gears of War 3.
Dude, I'm so excited.
When was the last time when did Gears 2 come out? Was it 2 years ago?
2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, man. It feels like it's been a long time. The second one ended with such a cliffhanger.
I know.
Like, oh my God, I got to see the next one. And here it is.
Yep.
I like it.
This is the it was the Empire Strikes Back, and this is the Jedi.
Well, hopefully there's no Ewoks in this one.
Although I was actually holding out hope for Ewoks.
If you could murder the Ewoks, like if they were like little lambent creatures running around, you'd like chainsaw them.
I read somewhere that there was some talk over replacing tickers with Ewoks. So, not sure.
Yeah, as long as you can kick them, that'd be great. I'd be fine with that. So this is the new iteration in the epic game Gears of War.
Final game in the trilogy.
Final game in the trilogy. Well, I guess
the saga, the Marcus Phoenix saga.
I guess it would have to be the final game in the trilogy. It was the third one, right?
One would assume.
Yeah.
The math just makes sense.
You think they'll make more?
I would hope so.
Yeah, they got to make more.
I would hope so.
So this is the Marcus Phoenix trilogy conclusion.
As I understand it.
Yeah, but Gears 3, though, has some cool new stuff. It's got a beast mode, which is brand new, which is... They introduced horde mode, and that sort of kicked off the whole horde mode.
It started horde of horde modes.
There's an onslaught of horde modes. And and so now they have a thing called beast mode where you're actually going to play as like the beasts, the locusts, and run around. That's a lot of fun. We played that last year at E3. Remember that?
Yeah, and it was pretty awesome then. And there is... Speaking of tickers earlier with the Ewok thing, there is nothing more satisfying than running up with a little ticker and blowing up next to like Dizzy or somebody. It's awesome.
But so that's cool new mode, and of course you've got 4-player co-op in this one. There was 2-player co-op before, right?
Yeah, but 4-player co-op is huge.
Absolutely,
huge.
That's very, very cool. I'm looking forward to that one. And what else? What else is new about this game? There's more colors. I know that. So there's actually like various, as opposed to like browns and reds and blacks and grays. There's actually like greens and blues and stuff.
The multiplayer lobbies seem a lot faster and a lot smoother and, and a lot more customizable. And something that I really like, they kind of early on led the way in achievement tracking.
Yeah. Like the whole like unlock system, stuff like that.
Yeah,
like popping up on the screen.
They were kind of ahead of the game on that one. And if you can like. Gears 2, they had a cool thing where you had like the book you could go through and check your achievement progress and all that stuff. But it was kind of slow and clunky, and they've really streamlined it for Gears 3. And they've also got like the medal system now and like the badges and all that shit.
They've got like weapon unlocks too.
Yeah, which
stuff.
is super addictive and adds like so much replay value.
I'm pretty psyched. There's a weapon unlock for if you complete all 3 campaigns, like complete game 1, 2, and 3. And so I've unlocked 2 of them already.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I was kind of skimming through and stuff.
Oh, nice.
But some cool things there. Let's go through some of the achievements here. A lot of the achievements in the game are sort of like progression achievements. So it's like get a couple of things, then get more, then get more. We'll start out with the campaign one. So ready for more for 50 gamer scores. Complete all campaign acts on casual or normal. Then you go to Ain't My First Rodeo for 50, which is another complete all campaign acts on hardcore. And then that's just crazy for 75 gamer score, which is complete all campaign acts on insane. And you don't unlock insane until you at least beat it through once, right?
I think that's true, but I think you can join someone else's insane game.
Yeah, that's one cool
from
thing.
The get-go.
Gears has always done where it's like you can have a friend who maybe not be as good, and they can play on a lower difficulty level.
Yeah, or match your difficulty level.
Yeah, that's a very, very cool thing. You don't see that a lot in video games.
No, you
don't. How they scale like that. And then there's also another campaign achievement called We Few, We Happy Few for 50 gamer score. It is complete all campaign acts and 4-player co-op. That is awesome.
If you have 3 friends, it's awesome.
Well, I'm sure you can random in. I'm assuming
I
you probably
pay people to play with me.
I'm assuming you can actually do single, individual levels, and you go back.
You
and
can,
complete
yeah.
it too.
Well, that was the case with co-op in 2.
Yeah, and that's like in Halo essentially, where it's like you can go pick certain levels, stuff like that. And then
before you go any further, what is arcade mode?
I don't know yet. I'm assuming it's sort of like the point
campaign scoring
mode. Yeah, like campaign scoring type stuff. Like we saw it in Reach, or we've seen in the last couple Halo games. I'm assuming that's what it is.
I must admit ignorance to that feature.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be checking that out. We're doing this really, really early for those of you who are watching the video. So we haven't gotten a whole lot of time in it yet, but we're going to as soon as we're done recording this audio. So let's move on. So you and I, we're not huge fans of multiplayer achievements, Jeff. I know I'm not.
Not the biggest fan. No.
And there are a few multiplayer achievements in here. I'm kind of happy they're at least kind of spread out pretty close. So you get achievements. There's five multiplayer achievements for getting to level 5, level 10, level 15, 25, and 50.
How far do you think you're gonna get?
Oh, God,
you'll get to. You'll get to 25.
It goes up to 100.
Yeah, well, that's Seriously 3.0, right?
That's half of Seriously 3.0. We'll get to that one later, though. I don't know, man. See, I don't like multiplayer. I'm not a huge fan of multiplayer. Like,
you don't like multiplayer or multiplayer achievements?
The multiplayer achievements.
Let's say.
But as far as like deathmatch stuff like that, I'm never that great in deathmatch. So I'm always a little nervous to play online.
Well, the nice thing about Gears is that you can pick the thing that you're good at. Like if you just like horde mode, you can just level up in horde mode.
That is true.
Or beast mode or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
I wonder if you level up your character in campaign. Campaign.
I think you can actually. Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
But like I know personally, like I play a ton of Gears 2, or I did play a ton of Gears 2 multiplayer, and I got to I think I'm like level 45, and I did that purely in horde mode.
Yeah, and they also do those weekends where it's like 10x
or 33x.
Yeah, 33x experience weekend, stuff like that. So I'm sure we'll see stuff like that. And there's actually a pretty cool events tab in the actual menu, so you can see stuff coming up. So I know there's like big head modes coming up like next weekend or something, or they're having a big head weekend, which is kind of funny.
That sounds awesome.
But yeah, let's move on a little bit. So another thing that's always been in the Gears games are like collecting stuff, so like cogs and things like that. So there are 3 achievements for the campaign collectibles. We have Collector for 5 gamer score, which recover 5 campaign collectibles. Pack Rat for 10 gamer score, which recover 20, and then Hoarder for 15, which recover all 42. So there's a total of 30 gamer score just for collecting the campaign collectibles. But then on top of that, remember the Fallen, Jeff. 15 gamer score, recover all 15 cog tags during the campaign. So there are also cog tags scattered throughout.
Wouldn't be Gears without them.
No. I remember finding that first cog tag in Gears 1. I was like, oh, what is this? Oh, it's a collectible. That's kind of cool. Oh, man, that was the start of something terrible.
Yeah, it was.
And I will say, too, there's a lot of achievements for completing chapters without, complete Chapter 1 or whatever, Act 1.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple of really funny title ones. I picked a few here. Swimming in Glowy Gravy, which is complete Act 1, Chapter 2. Oh, yeah, it's pirate time for 10 gamer score. That's story progression in Act 2, Chapter 5. And lost your good driver discounts for 10 gamer score. That's story progression in Act 3, Chapter 3. So there's a ton of those. I don't know how many there are exactly. I didn't count. I probably should have. But there's enough to reward you for every time you complete a chapter. You kind of get an achievement. And that's cool. I like that kind of
That's the way it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can actually get half of your achievements or so by the time you finish. Now let's move on to, of course, there's got to be a viral achievement because, every game has a viral achievement now. So Lambency for 50 gamer score. Execute an epic employee or someone who already has Lambency in versus multiplayer, any mode. Yeah.
That's one of those ones that seems really hard to get for the first day.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, you'll have it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things where it just spreads
like a virus.
Like crazy. Who do you think is going to be the first?
It's like the HPV of Xbox achievements.
Maybe you think Rick Perry has Lambency? I wonder who the first epic employee is that loses it. That it gets executed. I wonder if they can track that. I wonder if I
hope so.
Tom fucked it up for everybody.
I hope it's a badge of dishonor.
Yeah. I wonder if there's one epic employee hasn't lost it. I wish we could find out who has that.
They move his desk into the bathroom.
Yeah, and then so finally we'll wrap up this video with Seriously 3.0 for 100 gamer score. Reach level 100 and earn every Onyx medal. That's going to take you a long damn time.
That's otherwise known as an achievement Jeff will never be able to acquire.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This right here is the reason why Jack will never perfect this game.
Yeah.
Well, that and many other reasons.
Also skill and ability.
Yeah,
there's a few.
That too. But so Gears of War 3 just hit today, and it looks fantastic. And the campaign's always been great in Gears, and
getting fantastic reviews.
Absolutely, multiplayer is always a lot of fun. It's obviously this game's going to take you a damn long time to perfect because of Seriously 3.0, and but that doesn't mean you shouldn't try because the game looks awesome.
There you go.
All right, let's get back to it, Jeff.
Okay.